And we are back.
Back again. It's another episode of the Hoop Plug. For
Yes,
us,
sir.
how we doing?
We good, brother. We good, brother. Yes, sir. You already know. Like always, rocking with you. It's your boy, Firas. And I got with me, Stir Fry Ty in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you
Good.
feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. Excited because our squads just had a matchup, but we gonna get into that a little bit later.
Come on,
How
son.
you feeling, for us?
Just to touch on that real quick, miracles happen. I just have to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling frosty. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the new spot, as you guys can see. I'm in the recliner. You know what I mean? Recline back, new
Mm,
apartment. You know what I'm saying? Got the lights on. You know what it is. Good vibes all around. Just trying to take it a day at a time. Yeah, man. And with that being said, it's been about a week and a half since the last time Hoop Plug been on wax. A lot's
yes.
happened. A lot has happened.
One thing that has stayed the same is people dragging the name of one Ben Simmons. So that's where we're gonna start it off, bro. Ben
Oh yeah.
Simmons update, fresh out the pod gates. All right, the Sixers have begun to fine Ben Simmons for being uncooperative about partnering with them on the whole mental health issues, and the team wanted Ben to meet with their own medical staff, which wasn't happening. So the Sixers started imposing those fines, and Ben said, "Oh nah, I'm gonna need that bread." So he is now working with the medical staff on the Sixers to try to get straight and maybe play some games. So that's the
Oh
latest in
wow.
this situation, this saga. For us, what do you make of the news?
I mean, anytime, and I always say this, I got to see Philly down. It's a good time for me. But in the same token, unfortunately, even with Ben Simmons out, this Philly team has been firing on all cylinders. Even if you saw that game last night, defending champs, Bucks, Joel Embiid out, Tobias Harris out, big guys out. We had Tyrese Maxey stepping up. You know what I mean? Andre Drummond had a big game. Shake Milton. We had a couple guys who would normally be coming off the bench step up. And they only lost by 8, 9, 10 lead changes throughout the game. The Sixers team looked competitive, man. And, I'm interested to see how Ben Simmons coming back is going to really affect this chemistry, whether it's positive or negative. As you can see, I kind of have a little bit of a problem. My mic standing still, but we going to get it. We going to get it right. But, yeah, man, it's funny. Money is one of the biggest motivators, as we
Ain't
see
that
in
the
this
truth?
situation. So I'm not surprised. Ben got to secure that bag. I mean, those fines get hefty. I mean, once you start missing a few games, you start to pile up. So, I mean, just interesting how things have unfolded so far, like you said, in this whole saga.
Yeah, man. I think we're gonna keep seeing this little cat and mouse game that Rich Paul, Ben Simmons, and the Philadelphia 76ers are playing, bro. It's what can I do to get my money and get out of Philadelphia? That's the game for Ben and Rich Paul at this point. So this is just the latest in it. I'm not gonna go out there and doubt that he's having I mean not medical, but mental health issues because no one can get inside that man's head. But I do think I think we all think and know this is just a framing thing. Like this is how he's playing it to try to get out of trade it, try to get traded, man. Like I don't think
Yeah.
he's gonna play this season at
No,
all.
I don't know, man. You mentioned the fines. I think once money gets involved, it's going to be a problem. I think his whole idea was let me get traded. You heard talks about, potentially the Celtics engaging with the Sixers on a trade for Ben Simmons. So
Yeah,
it's
they were saying
there's
Jalen Brown would need to be required in that trade. If you're Celtics, you
with
pulling that trigger?
no way I'm pulling that trigger because I mean, arguably right now, Jalen Brown's the best guy on that team. Jason Tatum's haven't been having an up and down season. Who usually he's your number one guy. That's who you rely on. But that's the beauty of how the Celtics are built right now is they have great great players in Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, and one without the other is kind of be tough. And it's not like you plug in Ben Simmons and all of the Celtics problems go away. So I think it's gonna be
But there
tough
is
and
this
tough.
perspective. I know the questions about the Sixers, but that Celtics thing, you brought up an interesting point, yo. You think about it, right? Why hasn't the tandem of Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum worked to this point, right? Two guys under 25 that are premier talents in the NBA. You would think with that offensive firepower, them scoring 50 points every night combined, wins should be racking up, stacking up. But if you think about who they've tried to pair with these guys at the point guard, it's never really made sense. It's always been score first guys with a bunch of score first wings, like Kemba
Yep.
Walker, Kyrie Irving, Isaiah Thomas, all score first players.
Yep.
If they put a Ben Simmons in, someone that actually looks to get the ball movement, who knows what that team looks like? Like I do want to see that. If you got to lose Jaylen Brown, though, yeah.
Exactly.
But I do agree with you, man. Sixers have been playing well without Ben. They're sitting at 8-4 right now. Didn't beat my Knicks, but things are gonna get tough now. Joel's out in health and safety protocol, so we're gonna see how they do without their main star and leader. So, about 10 days ago or so, we had an epic, intense, momentous. That's a good word for this, right? Momentous. That sounds right. Battle of, at the time, 2 number 1 seeds in the Eastern Conference. My New York Knicks and Firas' Chicago Bulls. I got to tell you, the first 3 quarters of that game weren't very interesting, because my guys pulled out up 15 points, looking good, ball swinging, Kemba doing his thing, JR doing his thing, RJ looking like a promising young stud. And then the fourth quarter came. All of a sudden, DeMar starts getting going. Vucevic hit a couple threes.
Things starts getting interesting.
Things start getting a little dicey. The Bulls storm all the way back. They're now within 1 shot of a game winner. All right. Ball's inbounded on the right side of the court. DeMar gets it. Pump fakes, pulls up. No good. Knicks win. You know what I'm saying? Loved that we won. Hated how it happened, though. Can't lie. Hated how it happened. That's been a problem for us. We've been choking away these leads, but, it's good to have a win, especially over my boy Firas' squad. What were your thoughts on the game, bro?
Yeah, I had to let you finish. I couldn't ruin, that whole thing you had going mid sentence. You know what I'm saying? But just check the standings, man. Chicago number 2, Heat number 1. It's looking like it's 2012. With that being said, the lowly New York Knicks are only at number 7. And this is the thing, right? We can't win them all. We figured, what, season series, 4 games. We would love to sweep you guys, but 3-1 looks so much better for you guys. So, so let them get the first game, give out that charity. We're working out the kinks, But since then, my boy DeMar DeRozan on fire. I don't even need to talk about that team, Lonzo Ball's fitting in. We don't even really care about Vucevic. He's just there. We could put anybody there. You know what I mean? We're that, and we have to let the Knicks get one. So it's all good. I'm not going to really talk that talk, but I'll tell you what, we'll see at the end of the season. Not only will the Bulls be at least number 2, we definitely going to have beat the Knicks in the season series. That's no doubt. That's no doubt.
Okay. Well, while I will admit, you guys are the better team right now. Mm-hmm. We'll see how that ages. We'll see. It's a long NBA season. You guys have the same amount of wins as us. I know the standings are going crazy, but it's early. That's all I'm saying. It's early. It's early.
I wasn't going to mention that. It's literally the only difference is we just haven't played. You guys just played 1 more game than us, and it was a loss. But
we're saying this before the Wednesday night game, so. What happens tonight? Hopefully my Knicks take care of whoever they're playing tonight. But yeah. So I mean, look, it's good to see, huh? All right, that's how we coming. Oh, I heard you. I was just shocked. The utter disrespect.
I mean, dude, we just beat the Nets, bro. We just beat the Nets by over 20, dog.
The Nets aren't the same, yo.
They got KD, son, and James Harden.
Yeah, James Harden ain't James Harden though. But
Facts. Okay.
But it's some good wins. Y'all had some impressive wins. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't think it would come together this soon. Vucevic does seem to be the odd man out. You said they could put anyone else in. I thought y'all feel that. I thought you guys would feel that Patrick Williams loss a lot more than it seems. But yeah, y'all are just next man up right now. And
hey, man. You said it beautifully. It's next man up. And I don't want to jinx us too much. And I got to be honest. The Knicks, man, They're having a great season so far. It's just because we lost you guys. I can't just give you guys all these brownie points. I got to get that out the way, and then we could, we could face the music. No, the Knicks are good, man. They're very impressive. You guys have won a lot of close games, more than you normally would. Started off with that double overtime win against Boston or whatever, and you guys have really been keeping up pace. I like to see where both of these teams are because it's funny. You guys made the playoffs last year. Nobody expected it, but at the beginning of last year's season, nobody expected the Bulls nor the Knicks to do anything. Fast forward a year later, look at where we are. You know what I mean? Top of the conference. Again, the Knicks are seventh. That's only just because of technicalities. But like you said, we'll see a little later on where everybody stands.
Facts. All right, moving on, bro. This is interesting. I know we both excited to talk about this. All right, so we're going to take it to LA, speak a little bit about that Lake show where our guy, Goat Mello, has been going ham. I got to admit, 3 to the head. Would the real Mello please stand up? Okay.
Give me that.
Because we saw what happened last night. Yep. It was LaMelo versus Carmelo. And while they both played well, Lakers ended up taking that dub. And it was really off the shoulders of one Carmelo Anthony, man. This guy has been something's in the water out there, bro. He's looking like Melo of old. We love to see it. A young 37-year-old right there balling. Honestly, he's looked like for a lot of this season the most important Laker on the court. Firas, what do you think of Carmelo's hot start?
Before I really go into anything, there's a claim that I feel needs to be made right now. Carmelo Anthony should have been Rookie of the Year. We already knew that. You know what I'm saying? And it's showing right now. People talk about 18th season LeBron. What about 18th season Carmelo Anthony, dog? And these men don't understand. My boy Melo, I believe, got a year on LeBron. LeBron came out of high school.
Yeah. Same draft class.
Got a year over. You know what I'm saying? Same draft class. Is a year older. 2 years out the league. 3-4 teams that didn't show him any love, didn't respect him. They tried to phase him out and look where he is. He's back. Averages 17 points a game. I won't be surprised if he finishes the season averaging 20 points a game. The most important Laker on the floor because he has the biggest impact. He's coming off the bench. He's doing it in small minutes, putting up high quantity numbers, high amount of shots, and hitting them. He's shooting 58% from three-point land, 55% from the field. And he has the third most makes in the NBA. This is Carmelo Anthony that we know and love. You know what I mean? It doesn't surprise me. It might surprise some of you guys sitting at home, but me and Ty, we are not surprised. 29 points, 7 for 10 from 3, just to show everybody who the real Melo is. Come on, that's
really, he needs some more respect. Like, people talk about LeBron as the Iron Man. LeBron sitting on the sidelines doing 3 to the head while Carmelo's hitting those threes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he gets an improved role, a bigger role with the Lakers. He shows out. You know what I mean? Anytime Carmelo Anthony gets that confidence put in him, where people believe in him and tell him, Melo, you got this. He never fails to this. He never disappoints. You know? I mean, you look at the Thunder situation, you look at the Rockets situation. People forget he was even on the Hawks for a day. You know? People see all of this and they think, oh, Carmelo's washed up, but he's proven it night in, night out. Now, that is probably the only bright spot for the Los Angeles Lakers this season. LeBron's down. You know what I mean? Russell Westbrook is having one of the worst seasons of his career, which I personally think he's going to turn around, you know? I actually think it's better for him that LeBron's out right now because their games are so similar. It'll be good for him to run the offense, get warmed up, get accustomed to everything. And then when LeBron comes back in, they'll be able to, mesh a little bit better than I think, coming into the season with all these expectations. Now, Anthony Davis, he's been holding it down.
Especially defensively.
He's been holding it down, but this Lakers team is not what we expected. We expected this to be, sure, a bunch of vets, but I expected them to be a lot more competitive than what they are. What are some of your thoughts?
I think it's early. Not having LeBron is always going to hurt. This is totally different team when either LeBron or AD aren't playing. And they were starting to hum a little bit before LeBron got hurt. They were starting to figure it out. Taking the ball out of Russ's hands was a good thing, but I do think this is going to help him. Russ is a notorious slow starter. I mean, think about his first half in Washington. he was
Yeah.
awful. He was running himself out the league. Not to say he finished great, but he finished a lot better than how he started. I expect
Yeah.
this to be the same. But the decision making is tough, man. Some of these Laker games have been tough to watch because the thing that's different with Russ and Carmelo, while they're both putting up numbers, Carmelo's is actually having an impact on winning.
Yeah.
Those plus minuses could not have been more different. Russ is minus 20, Carmelo's plus 20, and this is almost every game. It's a serious effect. Carmelo's actually playing defense this year too. Frank Vogel, we know
Come
he's a
on.
defensive-minded coach. Yo,
Yeah.
he's getting in the mix. Yo, they're letting people play more physical, and that goes right into Carmelo's hands. Yo, those pure
Yep.
hoopers like Melo, they thrive off that physical contact.
Sure.
Him, if Kyrie was in the league, he'd be cooking right now. KD, pure scorer again. Those are guys that are just, if the more you rough them up, the more they're gonna get off. They just like that shit.
Yeah. 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 Facts. And man, we don't even need to talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it. Carmelo Anthony probably has the silkiest jump shot I've ever seen in my life. It's just so automatic, high release,
Bro, he's
quick.
taking over LA. I don't know if you watched their games, but when he hits a three, that place goes nuts.
Dog, people don't understand what I meant when I first said Carmelo Anthony's supposed to be rookie of the year. You know what I mean? He's always been overshadowed by LeBron. But now that they're on the same team, who's more fun to watch? Listen, LeBron might be able to do more, but goddamn it, every time Melo
That ain't a
tees up,
question for me.
come on, son. Every time Melo tees up, whether it goes in or not, you are on your feet. New
Facts.
York, Los Angeles, Houston, Denver, stand up. You know what I mean? Trying to put on a show, and that's something I've come to love about Carmelo Anthony, man. And again, not to knock LeBron, you know what I mean? He's out this season, he's out for an indefinite amount of time. We hope to see him get a speedy recovery, but like I said in the beginning of the segment, Carmelo Anthony has been the major bright spot for these Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, man. And just touch on that. I did read something. LeBron, they don't think it's an extreme or severe injury, so he should be back another week or two.
Okay, that's good news.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely better with him on the court than off it.
For sure.
All right, bro. I could not wait to talk to you about this.
Real quick, before you
Oh
get
yeah,
into
yeah,
what I
yeah. Go
think you're
ahead, go
about to
ahead.
get in, something that we got to touch, man. A topic that everyone's talking about, but again, the Hoop Plug needs to put its own twist, its own special plug flavor on it. You know what I'm saying? Put some flavor in here. Everybody already knows that. But come on, man. The Golden State Warriors. Are you kidding me? They are absolutely hooping. Steph Curry, 50 ball. Oh my God. Steph Curry is an absolute animal. Last game against the Hawks, puts up 50 points, matchup against Trae Young. He said Trae Young thinks he's nice. I'm going to let him know why they changed rules because of me. I'm going to let him know why we were 73-9. And it showed, man. He went out there. Not only did he get the dub, but he let Trae Young know who Pops was. You know what I'm saying? I'm the father of your style. You know what I mean? That's essentially what Steph told him. And man, what a sight to watch. The Warriors don't even got Clay yet. They're 9-1, top of the Western Conference, top of the league. My goodness. Please tune into those older podcasts, 2, 3, 4 episodes ago. You'll hear it. Me and Ty, I know I was saying it for sure. The Warriors are going to be scary next year, and they don't even have Clay yet. Man, Steph Curry is special. That boy's special.
And you talked about the way this team is looking without Clay. It's the shades of 2015, 2016 Warriors that you see. Shades of the would they go 70
73-9.
73, and it's shades of that ball movement, all the backdoor cuts. They get so many layups off backdoor cuts. They're getting lob plays 6 times a game. Draymond's just throwing up to Gary Payton the third. Like, it's coming easy. They're top 5 offense, a top 5 defense, and they love playing together. It looks scary, man. It looks real scary in Golden State. Just wait till Clay comes back.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. And again, we already know Clay is one of the most. He's like probably the most underrated, funny guy in the league, and all his interviews, you know what I'm saying? So we've been enjoying that, but we can't wait to see him get on the floor. But yeah, Warriors have been looking nasty.
And one
Steph has
thing,
been going off. Yeah.
One thing for as good as Steph played, we also got to talk about the Hawks and Trae Young, who was on the other side of that court, man. They've
Yep.
been awful. They've been absolutely awful. They took a huge step last year with what they were able to do in the regular season, especially the second half, and through those
Yep.
playoffs, knocking out the Sixers and my Knicks in the playoffs. But what is happening in Atlanta, man? I think they're 4-8 on the year. No chemistry offensively. Yesterday they played better than they have been, but still found a way to lose that game, even after being up for most of it.
Yeah. Well, I
It's a
can't
serious
blame
issue
them.
out there.
Steph dropped 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do in those situations? But you're right. You're totally right. They were playing like crap all season. Yesterday, or excuse me, last game was probably the first time this season that I've seen them really get a good game together. Trae Young had 28, was facilitating. You know, other guys were contributing on the offensive end. But you said it, man. Like after the playoff performance they put in last year, we expected them to take an even bigger step this regular season.
Yep.
And so far, they've done the exact opposite of that. You mentioned it. They've regressed. So we hope to see the Hawks pull it together and have a better start to the rest of the season, you know? So see what happens.
Yes, sir. All right. Here we go. I hope you guys watched it. If not, we're about to talk about the Kanye West interview. That's right. And there's so many places we could start this, but let's take it here. Of the 25 times Kanye said, "You know what I'm saying," how many times did you actually know what he was saying?
I don't think it was 25 times.
Yo, Kanye is a genius, and I will give him that. I actually do believe he has a great mind for business, fashion, music, producing. But he's hard to listen to, man. Like I want to like him. I think I don't know exactly. He's entertaining for sure, but like just the way his mind jumps from topic to topic makes it hard for you to kind of listen to him unless it's on music where his thoughts are kind of organized, yo. So a couple things. I'm gonna run these things by you. Hopefully you saw the clips. If not, just let me know what you think about it. First, what did Big Sean do to get that stray? He caught that stray, bro. Did you see that clip?
Which one?
Kanye called Big Sean the worst mistake of his career, signing Big Sean to his record label.
Damn, I didn't see that.
And Big Sean, notorious nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Did a concert at Ryder. We both went and saw him.
It was a good concert.
It was.
Damn, like that was a good concert.
Yeah, so his reasoning for that, Kanye's reasoning was when he was running for president as a Republican, he said that the Democrats used Big Sean and John Legend.
Versus me, John Legend,
yeah, both of them as as a tool to diss and discredit Kanye. So he said it wasn't because he just didn't support him, but it was because he outwardly came against him.
I see. But it's not because of his music.
No.
Well,
he just feels like he's a fake friend.
Oh, shit. Okay. Damn, that doesn't surprise me. How can he be that nice all the time? Big Sean, you got some serious questions to ask. Or answer, I should say.
So the next part that caught my eye in this interview is Kanye touching on the beef with Drake.
Drake?
What you mean, breathe? So Drake, we all know they've had a long-standing feud. You know what I'm saying? Subliminal shots have been traded on numerous records from both sides. But Kanye kind of caught me off guard with his comments. He was saying that Drake really is the petty king. He considers what they do for a profession as professional rap, kind of like professional basketball, and how Drake, if he wants to get at somebody, is not going to just do it in plain sight. He's going to set it up. He's going to hit you from a psychological angle, push all the buttons at the right time. So Kanye is talking about all this. It's not just the song Crept Down the Block made it right. It's that he actually bought a house 5 blocks away from him. He's DMing everyone in his family. He's DMing his girl, his friends' girls. And Kanye went as far as to admit that the thought of Drake, did he fuck my girl? Is he going to fuck my girl? Drove him literally crazy. Bad shit crazy.
Damn. Yeah, I kind of see that shit, but yeah, bro. Drake is the petty god. Drake is the fucking petty god, dog. This man Kanye said it turned into a war. Literally a war. He didn't even he wouldn't even come out and outright do it. Anything. Like you said, he'd DM everybody. He'd do it all yeah. Wow, man.
Yeah. I mean,
He
and
literally
Drake said it himself. He said the petty king, overseer of many things. Like he's told us he wasn't
yeah.
playing.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it is, right, is Kanye, like you said, he literally had a conversation with Drake. It was like, yo, dude, did you fuck him? And Drake was like, nah, I never did. And he was like, dude, but you acted like it. Yo, he was hurt. He
Yeah,
was hurt.
he was saying it's the anticipation. And maybe he didn't do it, but the thought that he might,
Yeah.
crazy. So the point that you brought up is him asking Kanye asking Drake that question straight up was in this infamous group chat. So it's Drake, Kim, Kid Cudi, Pusha T, Jay-Z, Trav, and obviously Kanye on the one group chat where Kanye is trying to get everything out in the open so they could make amends, figure shit out. And apparently in this group chat with all those names I just said, this is the biggest story probably that came out of the interview. But Kanye goes, "I'm worth more than all of you on this text combined."
No way.
Jay-Z's in the text. Come on, bro.
You're
Pusha.
tripping.
Your ex. Kim got some bread too.
She got some dough two times. And then Drake? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Kanye is bugging just a tiny bit. Kanye, wasn't he actually broke not too long ago?
He was. He was 500 million in debt. He claims he turned that to 5 billion net worth in 4 years. So,
Sounds like
but
Kizzy.
that's per Kanye's books. Someone
Yeah,
tells
that's
me he's
neither
not doing the
here
math.
nor there. Yeah, Hova might have those numbers. Hove. That man is a real boss. But without getting too off track, yeah, man, that shit was crazy. I wish I had seen more of it. I'm definitely gonna check it out after this. But I saw a few of the clips, man. And boy, was it spicy. It was running up the social media views, dog.
Yeah, man, it was prime Kanye. The people on, I can't remember their names. It was one DJ and another guy well connected in the rap world, but they did a good job actually letting him talk. I know I tried to watch some of that Joe Rogan interview when Kanye was on there, but Joe was kind of trying to quantify everything he said and trying too much to understand every small detail. You gotta take Kanye from a high level.
At face value and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Word. Well, with that being said, though, you already know it's great to be back on wax. The NBA has been exciting. We got more fire, more episodes coming to you. You know what I'm saying? And put some flavor in your ear.
Peace.